I'm back. Yes, it's good to be back. Now, we're going to review the Evil Dead series. Now, let's get right into it. Evil Dead 1 is a great movie, but it's actually really forgotten. It stars Bruce Campbell as a high schooler that just goes to a cabin in the woods. But then he finds a book called the Book of the Dead. Once some satanic words come out of a person's mouth next to the book, then it basically resurrects the dead. It's a pretty scary concept, and it shows. Look at Ash's girlfriend from the movie. She basically turns into a demon. Yes, this movie is pretty scary by the end, but the second one is a little more scary. Alright, Evil Dead 2. This is the most cherished one of all. Yada, yada, yada. Let's just get into it. I know. It's a great movie, just like everybody says. It basically starts with a recap of the first movie, and it starts right off at 5 minutes. Wow, that was a pretty fast recap. In this movie, it basically just focused on Ash because his friends all got possessed. Also, he basically goes insane and puts a chainsaw on his arm, which is pretty cool. Come to think of it, a lot of this movie is insane. There are so many weird scenes in this movie that it could be broken down as great or just plain horrible. Also, this movie is a gore fest, so it is not for everybody. You don't have to see this movie if you don't like, blood splurting everywhere every 2 seconds. So I would recommend anybody that likes really good makeup work or special effects. Evil Dead 3, or Army of Darkness, I guess, as it's subtitled, is a pretty good movie. It's not as good as the second or first one, but it is pretty good. Also, I forgot to say, at the end of the second one, he basically gets transported in a portal to the medieval times, where basically he is a chosen one and he has to fight the Army of Darkness. A really weird plot to great stories of the first two. So how do I like it in this movie? It's pretty good. There's some really weird stuff in there, he keeps saying baby all the time, and he does all these weird catchphrases. But other than that, it's a good watch, just for the entertainment, though. And I can't talk about Evil Dead without talking about the Ash vs. Evil Dead TV series that recently aired on Starz, which has unfortunately been canceled. But I have watched the 3 seasons that have come out, and they have been pretty good continuations of the franchise, so I would recommend it. And with that is Evil Dead in 4 minutes or less.